Welcome to Alien Theorist Theorizing Case File 375.
Nailed it.
I'm Brayden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Andrew.
Back again.
Guess who's back? If you're listening to this episode, quick little thing before we get going.
I didn't kill anyone with a shovel.
Yeah, Zell didn't kill anyone
That
with
we
a
know
shovel.
of.
You will never find any body.
Because there is no body.
There is no
one was
body.
killed.
If you're listening to this, it's April 27th, which means you have exactly 4 days to fucking enter yourself into the 6th annual ATT running challenge.
Torture challenge.
Torture challenge.
Six,
We
I think,
go-
God, I think it was probably must be 7.
Zero charities are helped. This is all about us fatties slimming out for the pending apocalypse, so we can run away from our alien overlords and live in the bushes.
Till our knees explode.
So if you want in, jump to our Instagram, or if you're on Discord, I posted how to join there. You can download Map My Run, add me as a friend, Brayden R. I have the ATT logo as my profile. Add me, and then I will add you to the challenge. Starts May 1st.
Get it.
Fun. I'm getting after it this year. Last year, poor showing by me.
Last few years, I believe.
No. Last year was a bad showing. The year before, I was all right. Last year, I think I did 5 kilometers.
Over 5 runs.
I had twins, fresh twins.
It's fair.
So, this year I'm getting after. I did a pre-run.
Yeah,
today.
2K.
Little 2K.
That's
yeah.
cheating.
What do you mean? I'm warming up.
I'm just kidding. I've been running.
I'm lubing the joints, baby. The fucking Mack truck's got to get going. I felt good. I did 2K, and I was like, you know what? I could do 5, no problems. But I shut her down at 2 because to be smart. And I'm like, ooh, now I'm feeling both IT bands feel like they're gonna snap off.
If you did it 5 right away, you
Couch
would
stretch.
have been toast.
Zell, I'm gonna have to talk to you after the show because I need some new Zell stretches. My standing lunge hip thing is full body
Dude.
Zell stretch is just not cutting it for me anymore.
Boys,
Dude,
as I
couch
age,
stretch.
my stretches have really evolved. You'd be surprised.
I'd like to see. Can
And
you
after
make
hours,
one of those?
after hours, I can show you maybe how to do
Can
a
you
perfect
can
stretch.
you make one of those fucking videos and post it on our socials that get ready with me for the running challenge, and then post your stretching routine for people?
I don't even stretch anymore. I just use a roller.
Oh yeah,
That's how lazy I've got. It's like, I've just rolled my calf. That should be good enough.
you just need to find 3 that you really like.
3 good
Pigeon,
stretches.
couch stretch, and like something for your Achilles, and you're ready to run.
Yeah, it's true. IT band too. I got to roll that bitch out.
yeah. The IT band is the fucking killer.
Dude,
the
I'm telling you,
IT
couch,
band for me
couch
is
stretch.
what's a coach stretch?
Google it. It's fucking money.
Really?
Coach stretch.
Stretch. I mean, the name sounds like.
I can't stretch like that.
There's no fucking way I can do that either.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
you,
brother,
you work your way, you work your way
brother.
up to it.
What a fucking piece of shit this is. I thought it was on a couch. I thought this was a stretch I
Well, I
could
know.
do
I
on the
saw
couch.
your fucking eyes perk up a little.
Yeah, I was like,
On the couch?
I was like, fuck, I'm always there.
I just
That's
is it the
perfect.
burger stretch?
I was like, perfect.
Anyways, for anyone who came here because the title of the episode was whatever it is, missing scientists or unalive scientists. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we
this
can- we
week.
gotta
We're
say
getting on that
unalive.
missing scientist train. It's all over the news.
Someone's unalive in the nerds is
the
else.
yeah, the nerds are up to something.
trouble,
and
man.
someone's had enough.
Dan, watch your ass, dude.
The
Yeah.
nerds have had it too good for the last couple of years. Like before they were bullied, and then like the last like decade, I'd say the nerds have had it pretty sweet. And finally, someone's had it.
Someone wants to revert back.
Dude, just wait. You're gonna find all 11 scientists just hanging from their underwear somewhere.
Just wedgie,
This mega
all
wedgies.
lynched wedgied in a tree. Help me! Legs dangling. Hell yeah! But it's listen. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Andrew was probably the first person I ever heard mention this, and Andrew mentioned this when they only had 7 linked at the time.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, but well,
And,
like you guys, I don't know if you guys paid it. We kind of talked about it already too.
we did
Yeah, okay.
briefly.
Or
Yeah, you
briefly,
kind of
alright.
briefly on like
I just
a quick 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that this has gone from like fringe thing to now you have the president addressing it, being like, "We hope this isn't this is just a coincidence, but we're looking into it."
It's crazy.
We're
Yeah,
looking
right,
into it,
it's
so you
you.
should really, really pay attention to this and not anything else.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Not the Epstein files.
Not one thing. It's crazy. There's been 6 confirmed deaths, 5 people missing.
They're locked in on the Mist Nerds. We've done it.
6 dead, 5 missing. 4 of these people had JPL and NASA ties. 3 of them had nuclear weapon links. 2 were shot at home, and 1 had some anti-gravitic research under their belt. So, are they shooting nerds because they're getting too close, or?
The link, like, we're probably going to go through one individual, but like the links to the JPL is fucking crazy. There's like 3 or 4 of them that were involved in it.
Yeah, they're involved with the same type of programs. Maybe not necessarily
And
working
that's
with
the
each other,
Jet
but the
Propulsion
same.
Labs.
Same.
Yeah.
For those of you who aren't acronym savvy.
JetPL. I've heard of. People call it JetPL too. I guess. They lengthen one word but still abbreviate the other 2. I think that's a cool name though. JetPL. I work at JetPL.
Dude, I heard some crazy person the other day say, call the RCM police.
That's crazy.
Right? And I was like, what? I've never, ever heard anyone say
I've never heard that either.
RCM police. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But
That's wild. That's
it, like,
the craziest
actually,
thing
it
I've ever
delayed
heard.
the call because everyone was like, what the fuck did that guy just say?
Call them on
RCM
them for that
police?
fucking. That's horrible.
Yeah, I'm about to call on this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into these missing scientists.
Let's go. Let's go through chronological, and then at the end we'll tie it all together with some theories. So let's start with back in June 11th of 2022. Amy Eskridge is the first.
Oddly enough, she's the first in the chronological order, but this is the one that they just announced as the 11th.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, which is weird. Like
Well,
that's
they've connected her to this.
yeah. So
the
now they
strain.
claim that she is the 11th of the.
So the cause of death was ruled so far a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it has. It
Yeah,
just, but there was
yeah.
no. They walked up and were like cut and dry suicide, no autopsy, nothing like that.
Bag
Like,
her up, boys.
yeah, like
And this one I think is getting linked because of her background and the fact that there's like, they have her on record, saying some fucking super mysterious things, being like, the shit I know you can't talk about because if you talk about it, they'll show up, burn your house down, you'll be dead, and it won't even make the news.
Oddly enough, you got that completely ass backwards.
Did I?
Which is because I just read it. She says, if you stay quiet, you'll end up dying in a house fire. But if you
Oh,
go
yes.
out loud, right? If you stay out, make a company and go out with it, they'll have to take you out in a public way. Essentially, is what she said.
Isn't she on the record too of saying that her and her team had made breakthroughs in anti-gravity technology and were being subject to harassment, threats, and psychological warfare?
She mentioned her life was in danger multiple fucking times.
Dude, so much so that her even her like father, and she had some associates, some that were in British intelligence that have spoken out and been like, there's no way she killed herself. Like she was nonstop talking about being harassed, concerned about her life and being in danger.
Maybe a little paranoid, you might say, but
Well, I mean, but now you're getting linked to the 11th, and it's like when you have, for me, to link Amy Eskridge to this at the end, I'm like, holy fuck, like she was pretty outspoken that something may have been going on and was concerned.
totally. I
about-
just was alluding to the
Yeah.
fact that like maybe a little paranoid, schizophrenic,
Possibly.
maybe.
health, like they're just giving an alternate theory.
I
there,
mean,
but-
but here's the thing, like, and I mean, get me if I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, wouldn't that kind of like mental health disorder where like deep psychosis show itself before 34? Like she was a pretty,
yeah, but they're not going to come out with her personal health information and just plaster it everywhere.
well, I just find it hard to believe that someone with those, like, think about the rigorous tests they do for like any kind of like high classified positions.
Well, to be
Right.
like, I'm pretty sure she owned her own company in this. Like, she didn't work for NASA.
No,
or anything
but
like
they
that. She
worked-
did have apparently meetings with NASA, but she, like,
And
this
she had
is
third
all.
party contracts with these organizations, some of them.
I didn't read that she had contacts. I just read that she claimed that they had discovered
like
some type of
novel
anti-gravity.
gravity device or something
Yeah.
like that.
And then because of that, she was threatened and blah blah. All like we've heard that story before.
All I'm saying, man, is like you just picture the fucking crazy guy that you don't really know being like, I got fucking appointments with NASA. I got fucking crazy equipment nobody fucking knows about. They got no idea, and they're trying to kill me.
Hey, have we checked on those Falcon rocket guys? Has anyone checked in on them? Those two sweaty motherfuckers. We should maybe check in to make sure they're okay. Because they were fucking touting some anti-gravity stuff. We better make sure they're still around.
I haven't heard from them since 2019. I do believe they left some fucking comments on our YouTube channel saying our YouTube sucks. Which
Yeah, we also had a good back
They're
and
not
forth
wrong.
They're not wrong.
email insults for a while.
Didn't let the nerds talk, I guess. But yeah, I agree with Andrew. Like, I mean, this is ruled as self-inflicted gunshot wound, suicide. So if there is, schizophrenia and all the rest, that perhaps that, and you could say maybe that's the end of the story. But it's just like, it seems crazy that now, after all these other deaths have come out, that now we're finding about this one from years ago.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I mean, like there's some ones that are like pretty suspicious and like have really close ties with other people on this list. And she's the one that kind of just doesn't. There's a few of them that I feel like they're kind of reaches to tie into this group of people, but.
Okay, well, there's 11 to go through it, so let's move on. We'll make some more connections at the end. Next up, I think we have Michael David Hicks on July 30th, 2023.
And he was a longtime NASA JPL research scientist who contributed to dozens of papers written by the company. And
Planetary defense, asteroid tracking.
Yeah, he was on the fucking. He was on the
ahead.
DART program.
Yeah, he worked on the DART program, which is kind of cool. Considering
Yeah,
one of
the double
theories.
asteroid redirection test, where it's basically, I'm sure, people have read about it. You guys heard about that. It's like if you can blast something at an asteroid far enough away, you might be able to like deflect something that was coming.
If you could send a team of oil drillers
yeah, basically, yeah,
to an
Yeah.
asteroid just far enough away, drill it, put a nuke in it, and blow it up just in time, it will work.
Hell yeah.
We've seen that story.
It's the only way to do it.
You
Definitely
don't-
not
you definitely
training
do-
scientists to become one.
Yeah, you don't.
That wouldn't make any sense.
You don't train astronauts to be drillers. You
Yeah,
train
that's
drillers
insane.
to be astronauts.
Sweet.
So his death is what? His death was not publicly disclosed, I believe.
Yeah, they're not. No,
I think somebody, at least I think one site said they got a hold of the Los Angeles County coroner report, and they said that he died of arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease in his residence with morbid obesity. I guess being
I mean-
described as significant condition.
He's in the age range because he died in his 60s, if I remember correctly.
60s and morbidly obese.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's a
not
bad
good
combo.
look.
So, I mean, that one, I don't think that one has, like, he doesn't have a record of him saying he thinks people are watching him. He doesn't think he's fearing for his life. He just kind of seems like he died.
Sounds like he was involved in some pretty sensitive shit, though.
But he was
He's-
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if just planetary defense is probably not on the top or like the most
Well, I mean,
top secret. I bet
Unless-
it's not the most top secret level of fucking.
yeah. Well,
technology.
maybe I'll connect back to this at the end. One of my
Okay.
theories is directly links what you're saying. So, who we got next? Frank Maywald.
Maywald.
Principal researcher engineer at NASA JPL, again JPL, focused on space science projects, including work related to detecting signs of life beyond Earth.
Advanced remote sensing. Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, and that's so hunting for habitable planets and life on other planets, and or planets that can host life.
Pretty much used for precise atmospheric and oceanic measurement with dual civil and military applications. Pretty much looking at exoplanets and be like, that one has atmosphere and water. Might be life there.
Or that might be a habitable planet that we could escape to.
Or we could fucking drill into, baby.
Yeah, get that sweet oil. Now that the Strait of Hormuz is closed, we're gonna go.
We're gonna go intergalactic for
Yeah.
the next batch.
Yeah, really screw the Middle Earth, Middle East.
So Frank died. He died on July 4th, 2024. What was his cause? Not publicly disclosed either.
No, and no autopsy of note on file.
So
him.
unexplained.
Well, yeah, or just not released.
Not
to the
released.
public, right? One of
And
the
that's-
two. But you kind of feel like if his family, like to me, I was like when his name hit, I was kind of looking because you feel like someone in his family might be like, yeah, no, you know what I mean? Like he just died in his sleep. Like why, like continue to let the kind of narrative spiral?
I
But
mean,
couldn't
another
find
older
anything.
gentleman though in his 60s.
Yeah, 61.
Yeah,
Was he morbidly obese?
didn't look like it on a picture. I
It's
just
true. You never know though.
I couldn't find a picture of Michael David Hicks morbidly obese either. That like that that's a weird like I popped because when I looked really quick and I was like I could just see a fit scientist like working at NASA at the time. So unless he like
no, buddy, he was ripping burgers in his house. Didn't get out much. He was too involved in the the wrong project Dart, ripping darts. Got fucking sick and just that's it, man.
Project Darts.
Yeah, Project Darts.
Next we have Nuno Loureiro. Is that how we looking at that? Prominent physicist and director of MIT's Plasma Science and Fusion Center.
Wait, when did he die? I had Anthony Chavez next.
Yeah,
I had-
me too, but
Oh, did you? Oh, maybe my list is.
he was in May.
May 2025. Anthony
Yeah.
Chavez.
Oh yeah,
And,
you're right. Sorry, my bad. I don't know
Loureiro
why
was
they got ripped?
December.
They got flipped. Yeah. So Anthony Chavez was a former employee at Los Alamos,
Alamos.
National Alamos. Is that not how they say Alamos?
You
Alamos?
didn't say Alamos.
Not the first time.
Alamos.
Yeah,
Alamos.
Say the first.
I think I did.
Alamos.
Play that back.
Someone clip
said
that. Play it
Amos.
back.
I think I said Los Alamos National
No.
Laboratory with security clearance. He went missing June 20. No, sorry, May. He went missing May 8th, 2025, without a trace.
Missing, and he's still missing.
Yeah, to this day. That's
They
fucking-
found his
then-
wallet, his keys, and his personal items left behind. His car was locked in the driveway. No signs of forced entry or a struggle.
It's weird.
Kind of just walked out his house and then ceased to exist.
Man,
Which
we've
is
seen-
a common theme with a few of these people.
yeah,
Literally
and I
the
mean,
exact same story. It's weird.
I feel like we've done a couple vanishes, like a couple vanishers in the history of the podcast that people just kind of like, and they're
There's
gone.
a few in this list that
Yeah.
vanished exactly the
that's-
way they did.
That's a fucking weird coincidence.
Now, Los Alamos is the birthplace of the atom bomb, isn't it?
Mhm.
And that around there, and then the fucking all the testing and shit. It's
Bill
still
Gates
one of the
now.
world's most sensitive nuclear research facilities.
Cool.
So when you just like to say security clearance, like, it's kind of a big deal to have it here.
I would say so. I'd say you're top.
Well, you need
beyond
a
top secret.
you need like a to work at any of those places. You probably need a top secret clearance, but it's just that you need one because you may be exposed to it inadvertently. Like you're going in to clean an office. Even janitors would need
well,
one
it's just
to go in
you
and be like,
fucking
oh,
read my mind. I was like, what happened? What about the janitors and shit? Like they
Yeah,
got
they
mop
need-
the fucking special
Yeah.
room. Like
at the white, they got stuff up on the whiteboard and stuff.
Yeah.
All this. It's just they have
They
to have
come into the
top secret
fucking alien
clearances, yeah.
autopsy. They're like, "What the fuck is all this goo? Goo fucking
Shut up.
everywhere. What the fuck?"
But,
But
I mean,
yeah, any staff working there in the sensitive areas would have to have a top secret clearance. Not necessarily that you are interacting with that, like actively interacting with those things, but that you may be exposed to sensitive information of that nature. Yeah.
you're just fucking, neuralizing the poor Hungarian cleaners every fucking night on their way out, just to fucking make sure.
Yeah. They're all fucking blind. That's what it is. They're all there. They're like, you don't need a sea to sweep.
Yeah, no
Sweep
shit.
by feel, baby.
Well, I think that wasn't that what they did originally in Los Alamos. Like they hired a lot of janitors, like based on they were illiterate. Like that's what the people who cleaned out this stuff.
didn't they hire
were
Bob?
based
Wasn't that where Bob Lazar got in?
in Los Alamos?
Was that Los Alamos, or where did he work?
I don't.
Claim to work.
Did he
I think
work
works
in
in-
Los Alamos?
What's the other base? Los
Yeah,
Alamos?
he said, yeah, Los Alamos.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's right.
Hmm. But he could read it.
Yeah.
We think. Okay, well, this guy was 78, and he just left his life behind. So that's like, is that like,
Yeah, but it's like people aren't like fucking dogs. They don't just take a walk when you're gonna die and hide somewhere. Like that's bizarre.
it almost seemed like it seems like an arranged extraction, or maybe it's voluntary, or maybe not. You know what I mean? It's like, we're taking you. Leave your wallet and your keys, walk out your front door. It's over. Maybe not even nefarious. Who knows?
Or it's like maybe there's like a plant chip. There's like something planted in their brain that just today's the day, buddy.
Walk out the door.
Yeah, don't come back.
Because
Or
like,
they get scooped- or they
oh
get
my
scooped
god,
up.
guys! What about maybe it's Aunt Gladys? Man, Aunt Gladys is getting samples from all the nerds around the world. And they all just go sprinting out their fucking their front door with their hands pinned behind their
Yeah.
backs.
Naruto running.
Yeah. It's
Like true
it's a weapons
nerds.
reference. If you haven't seen Weapons,
Yeah.
fucking do it. It's phenomenal.
Zal, who's next on your list?
after that, we got Anthony. I got Monica Jacinto Reza.
Yeah. This is a big one.
June 22nd, 2025. NASA JPL Aerojet Rocketdyne, Los Angeles, California. That's where she worked. She was hiking in Angeles National Forest near Mount Waterman.
This one's weird because she went hiking with a friend. And she's like, her friend's a little bit ahead of her.
It's like 30
And
feet
like
ahead.
friend
Yeah.
looks back, like waves, like, oh yeah, you're good. Keeps going for another fucking 10 minutes or whatever. Looks back, gone.
I didn't even think it was 10 minutes. I think it was like she hiked for a bit, looked back again, and she's gone like maybe like seconds or a minute.
That's insane because I'm
That's
like, and
fucking
then to
crazy.
not be found without a
Yeah,
no
still-
trace. Like it's like because you feel like people could go there and like search and rescue would be able to find tracks or something. It's like you just fucking gone. Like she just turned and fucking weapons Naruto run through the forest.
It's crazy
Oh,
too
it's-
because by all accounts, it sounds like she was quite an experienced hiker.
Yeah.
She hiked all the time.
I mean, we've heard this before with Dyatlov Pass. They were all seasoned hikers.
Well, if it's
Yeah, exactly what
if we learned anything from missing 411, this is Bigfoot. So I mean,
Yeah, well, I want to know what the
Boulders,
boulder.
berry
Yeah,
bushes, a
what the,
stream.
yeah.
boom.
I,
I
wanna
mean,
know what the boulder situation was. There.
Bigfoot can cruise. I mean, he just scooped her up and just take off, like gone, like the wind.
This
Just silence,
the interesting thing about Monica Reza too is like a lot of these scientists we've mentioned JPL a few times. They worked on that project. We don't know if they had worked together. Whereas Monica Reza and the retired Major McCaslin worked together. Like
Yeah.
had a relationship, knew each other, worked on the same project together.
Because Reza, she's the director of materials processing at JPL, and I
Yeah,
guess
she's-
she had patented a specialized metal used in rocket manufacturing.
She
Something-
specialized in
Mondaloy or
advanced
whatever?
rocket
Something
materials
like- yeah.
and
Adamantium, I
foreign
think it's called.
alloy.
Yeah, yeah. Vibranium.
So she's top cheese here, experienced hiker, vanishes, no scream, no sounds, just gone,
No, nothing, dude.
nothing.
And then
Weird.
the next one is these ones are close together, right? So the next one is Melissa Cassius.
Casillas.
Casillas.
Yes?
And,
And
She goes
Dan?
missing 4 days later. And she was an administrative worker at Los Alamos National Laboratory with security clearance, and she just vanishes without a trace.
okay, gets weirder with her. Right before she went, so she normal day took her daughter out for lunch, has a whatever hour lunch with her daughter, comes home, factory resets her cell phone, and walks out the front door.
Without her phone, wallet, or keys.
Factory reset, nukes everything on her phone, and goes for a fucking walk.
And not
Fucking,
both her personal and her work phone.
yeah,
reset.
nuked them both.
That's fucking weird.
Super
why?
weird.
What is the purpose of that? You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna factory reset and go for a quick hike.
I mean, she could have been selling it on Marketplace. Who knows?
Who knows? But like, it sounds like that. Like her mother was about to get a surgery, and she was going to be like the primary caretaker. So for her to just like up and leave, and like, because you've heard stories, some people just leave their family and they never
Yeah.
to come
Yeah.
back.
100%.
But
We
it's
all
not,
think
from
about
all
it.
accounts, it sounds like
Totally normal to think about it.
yeah,
Sit
no
in
one.
your
It's,
your
it's never
driveway
crossed.
when you get home from
It's never
work.
crossed any of our minds.
Yeah,
20 minutes thinking about it.
like that
What
guy
if I
from
don't go inside.
from that, yeah, like that one factory worker in Australia we talked about. I can't remember his
Yeah.
name. And they're like, yeah, brother, he just left his
What
family.
if I just leave right now?
It's like, keep driving. Just like drive past.
But if that's the case, then you take your phone, or at least you take your wallet.
Yeah,
You
like
take some money.
I mean, no one is thinking on your 6th lap around your neighborhood before you go home. Like, what if I just do infinite laps in a single direction away? Like, no one's thinking that, but maybe.
Right? So that's another one, Los Alamos, right? Another high profile place to work. What did she know?
What did she see? By
What'd she
accident?
see? Next on the list, we got Steven Garcia, August 28th, 2025. A couple months later. New Mexico again.
And he's worked at the Kansas City National Security Campus in Albuquerque, and he
A
produced
facility that manufactures non-nuclear components for nuclear weapons.
Shit.
And this
Solid-
is same kind of MO, just vanishes, goes missing, no trace.
I guess I think police had warned that he might have been a danger to himself before he went missing.
Did they let him know?
Hey, buddy.
Like,
His clearance level granted him wide facility access. The campus is managed by Honeywell Federal Manufacturing as a primary node in the U.S. nuclear weapons production
Oh, dude.
complex.
I don't like-
It's a
I
piece
don't
of the
like-
cog.
I don't like that either. Like when they say, you said, oh, police had these records of him maybe being, because I was like, Andrew, I don't know when Andrew talked about it, if it was last week or the week before, where we talked about that one crooked cop that was like connected, like long string connected to Epstein,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, dude, it doesn't take, like, if you have a cop on the take, it would not take much to slip in some files anywhere.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right. And because all it is when someone's requesting these files, it's some clerk somewhere just pulling them up. Being like, oh, yeah, here we, like, this is, yeah,
No,
this is
dude.
the files
No,
we have.
dude. You gotta wait till nighttime. You gotta sneak in. You know, everything's dark. You got the flashlight. You open the file container.
Yeah.
You know, in
Yeah.
a little cabinet. And you're thumbing through, and you see the name, just like in all the movies.
Right, but
Garcia, there it is. Fuck,
Yeah.
there's so many.
like, did we say he left? He actually left carrying a handgun, I believe. Did we say that?
Yeah, that's right. That's fucking
That's it though.
strange.
Left his ID,
Yeah,
phone,
just
all that
took a
shit. Just
gun
grabbed
and
the
that's
gun.
it.
Yep.
Still missing.
Still missing.
9 months later.
Fuck.
New Mexico again. Like, New Mexico's a crazy place because it hosts like all these high-end places like Kirkland Air Force Base, Sandia
Yeah.
National Lab, like
Lots of desert. Could be
lots of
buried out
desert,
there
lots
somewhere.
of places to not
Get
go.
rid of a body.
Yeah. It's interesting. Moving on to December 15th, 16th. Nuno FG Lorero. Plasma Science and Fusion Center, Brooklyn, Massachusetts. So he was shot inside his home in Brooklyn, Massachusetts. On
You know who
December
they
15th. Died
you know who
December
shot this
16th.
guy? You know who they think shot him?
Who?
The fucking Brown University killer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, like how fucking crazy is that?
Like just a couple days earlier, right?
I thought it was after, but it could have been earlier.
Really?
Suspect
So he-
Claudio Manuel Neves Valente linked to a mass shooting at Brown University days earlier.
and he was still on the run?
That might be a typo though. Could be days later.
No, he killed himself. He went and like
He was
He-
found.
so-
he was found dead. Yeah, shot.
yeah, he
Oh,
went to like a
okay.
U-Haul. He rented a U-Haul, a fucking locker, or whatever, storage locker, where they found his dead body and like videos of him admitting to killing these people at Brown University, but fucking absolutely zero motive. Like
Like
he
this-
went to Brown. That's all we know.
This guy is he directed the most advanced plasma physics program at MIT. MIT being one of the leading edge colleges for any type of anyone.
Or
who-
university for research and stuff.
yeah, like this
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Anything you always hear like, oh, MIT. It's always started at MIT. All this crazy shit. And he was like I said it before in a previous one a couple weeks ago. I think like fusion power being potentially the key to limitless
Energy.
free clean energy, because the whole universe, all the high energy systems are all this fusion or all this plasma fusion technology. like these giant systems, all the sun, all these high energy systems all over the galaxy, all over the universe are all plasma, and we don't really know much about it. It's very rare on Earth. We've been trying to like ignite it for the fusion fucking nuclear fusion reactors that take ungodly amounts of power. We can turn them on for like 4 seconds, and it's not worth it yet. But eventually, maybe. So it's crazy that no real motive, except they said like, oh, maybe a rivalry. But what do you mean?
Well, I mean,
What's the rivalry?
Well,
Okay, well,
they
he-
went to school together, I think.
I know, like he wrote a better
Yeah, but
paper
that's
than me.
insane. The guy's got the fucking keys to free energy here. Somebody's gonna want to get rid of him.
He's a
yeah,
middle-aged
100%.
guy.
That's what I
He's
was
gonna go out the
thinking
way the
too.
guy that created the
Because
first
I
light
wonder,
bulb. You know,
dude,
they
remember
gotta
when we
kill
talked about big pharma, especially like in the what's the like can I
Honey
think of
and
the name?
and Sherman.
Yeah, the
Honey
Shermans,
Sherman.
where
Yeah.
it's like they were fucking like hiring like basically spies to like infiltrate and even like have affairs with fucking rival CEOs in order to try to steal fucking like recipes from like under each other's noses and like super backhanded and shady shit. I wonder if like in the like bellies of like the scientific communities, if there's like kind of like a similar, you know, kind of rivalry where it can get like to these kind of levels in certain areas.
Well, oddly enough, one of these missing people is tied to like a pharmaceutical and cancer research, which kind of doesn't really go with this, but he is in this list.
Who do we got next? Zell?
We're going to Jason Thomas, I believe.
Yeah.
That guy.
He went missing on December 12th, but his body was actually found March 17th, 2026.
And nothing's been released publicly as of yet about what happened to him.
His body was recovered from Lake Damn.
Minnetonka.
Quannapowitt, Wakefield, Massachusetts. Who knows?
And yeah, he had ties to NASA related microgravity biology studies. And, you know, he worked at Novartis, working on cancer treatment.
He had
Yeah,
the
like some interesting shit though. From like it was weird. It's like it's extracting like T cells out of your body and teaching them how to fight cancer, which if that's something you could do, that's a fucking
I think I actually just saw a video today of them like testing that.
yeah.
thing.
Like if you
Actually
could
working.
figure that out, you're like
you could-
that's free cancer treatment. Like
yeah,
that's
you inject T cells into the cancer, it fucking rejects the cancer, it annihilates it.
yeah. It teaches T
rebuilds
cells how to
itself.
kill cancer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they showed.
Fucking crazy.
They showed somebody had I think
That would be a big
It was
no-no.
actual footage. It was like an actual like modified T cell like destroying a cancer cell. Like it just
If
like
that's like if
it's
we're
pretty neat.
yeah, well, that'd be insane if they can do it.
Probably can. Just watch out though. Don't
Well,
work on that stuff.
just
Don't
bizarre
have the
that
triple threat of
our
physics,
fucking
biology, and
cancer treatments
biophysics
have really
degree.
been a
Don't work
thing
on this
for how
stuff
long?
because that's what happened to Jason Thomas here. Yeah, his body was actually recovered. It was the lakes had been frozen, so he was in there all winter, and they found his body after the lake thawed.
Classic ice fishing accident, maybe, perhaps.
Whoops, yeah.
Thin ice. Yeah.
Somehow put his whole body through a 10-inch hole.
Well, you know, and sometimes like I don't know how big that lake is, but sometimes these lakes have that like, you know, well they won't actually freeze. You know what I mean? Like I remember
Oh, like
lakes that-
underneath is just normal.
Yeah, like it
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
snows and it looks ice, but you get closer to the middle and it's like false ice, and you're like,
It's a tiny lake.
oh, so that's a very possibility that he like there was he had the false. You know, I'm just trying. Like it's so weird, but you know maybe, you know, accident. You have 11 people on this list. Like, is it possible that
I
you know,
mean,
this
him
person-
and Eskridge are two of the ones where I'm just like, do
Kinda
they
the outside, yeah.
necessarily fit in this list.
Yeah, because this guy, yeah, he's he's more in a big pharma territory here.
Which
Yeah.
is enough to get you fucking
It's true.
whacked.
If you are making a treatment that might cost people $1 trillion
Yeah, Gonzo boy.
potential for shady stuff, but yeah, I mean, who knows? You're walking on the ice, you fall through a soft spot, little slushy patch, you didn't see it. Could happen. Happens all the time.
They learn how to cure cancer with this fucking T cell treatment. All of a sudden they're going to market chemo and radiation as like prophylactic treatments. Like make sure you get your monthly fucking chemo shot.
Just
Got to
in
make
case.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll find a new use.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, we got a couple more on the list to go through, but we're going to take a short beer break, reset. We're going to be right back. Back.
We're back. Who yet?
Okay, we got a couple left. We got to go with Carl Gribmair,
Carl.
Caltech.
Carl.
Single bullet wound to the torso. Shot and killed on his front porch at 6:10 a.m. Pronounced dead at the scene.
This one's a
Suspect was-
shitty. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say Freddie Snyder, 29, local resident. I guess he had history trespassing on his property
Yeah.
before.
And like stalking him.
He was
And he
arrested
got him
on weapons
arrested.
Yeah.
and then he fucking this is in California, right?
He was released.
So shitty fucking bail system.
Got charged with
Catch and
carjacking
released.
his own relative. So he had a guy with a history shot this guy on his front porch. Seems to be cut and dry on this one. For the
Yeah, I think
murder.
he's on the list because he was a
That just-
Caltech astrophysicist, NASA collaborator. He worked on infrared sky surveys, exoplanet detection, and NASA missions like NEOWISE and NEO Surveyor.
So
which
was
were
he?
focused-
He was known for discovering stellar streams in the Milky Way. Like
Yeah,
that's one
and
of his
like
claims to fame.
exoplanets and stuff.
And NEO Surveyor was focused on near Earth objects and asteroids, which kind of ties in
Into dirt.
into dirt
A little
Darts.
a little bit. Is that
But-
all the scientists now?
No, and then
No,
then the
well,
granddaddy of all these,
But
the
here's
big
to say
chief.
though, with the last guy, like the first time that dude trespassed and got arrested, what's to say that wasn't him trying to do it that time, right?
Yeah.
Because you're painting a picture like it's like some crazy dude that's fucking, been showing up at this guy's house randomly, but maybe that was just the first time it happened. Gets arrested, gets released, and he got to finish his job. Job's a job.
Could be a what's that term called when you're mind controlled from
MK Ultra.
like a Manchurian candidate?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Get fucking turned on and just
Like Sirhan.
go kill that guy.
I wondered. Part of me wondered if like part of like MK Ultra projects and that, because we were talking about psychosis earlier, is like finding people that have like different types of acute psychosis and stuff, and then convincing them that these people are the problem. You know what I mean? Like just slowly pushing these people that are like mentally unwell to like focus their psychosis on like a single person, that this person's an issue.
I mean, it's great because after they're crazy.
Yeah,
They're
this
fucking
person's
nuts.
crazy,
What do you
yeah.
mean? The person had
Right?
another breakdown. They went crazy. What do you want from us?
Right?
Mental health epidemic. Like what?
And so, Zal, who's the granddaddy here? Who's
So-
the last one?
The
Well,
major.
Andrew talked about him on that Power Hour
Yes.
briefly. So the last guy on February 27th, 2026 was Major General William Neil McCasland. And this guy, he's the who's who, right? A retired 2-star Air Force general. He oversaw classified space weapons programs. He headed research at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which is, if we remember back to our old case files, the place that harbored and housed materials from the 1947 Roswell spacecraft.
And his big whole thing, I mean, his big UFO connection was he was in the files at like Tom DeLonge.
Well, that's
to the Stars Academy, right?
he's
He's
long
mentioned in
rumored.
there, right?
No, well, he's long rumored to be the airport
Contact.
fucking contact that Tom DeLonge met. And then in the WikiLeaks, there's an email that leaked between Tom DeLonge and George Soros saying that, I met General McCasland, and that's why it's like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of weight there.
So pretty much he's missing the highest profile member of this team. He left his phone, his glasses, and all behind. He was not known as a confused elderly man.
No, not known to have dementia or
Not known to have
cognitive
no
issues.
dementia. So no one really knows why he left, and no one has any idea what happened to him. So he's the fourth missing person from New Mexico and the 11th missing person on the list
And had worked with Monica Reza.
Yeah.
on the same programs. Maybe not necessarily directly with her, but on the same stuff. I'm sure they'd met.
No, that's
Yeah, no.
For sure.
But like it's very, very like they found a sweatshirt of his and that's it. Like, you have phone, you have everything, and then you just fucking vanish. And it's like it is a weird thing when we're thinking like we're like, okay, like, if this was a one-off, sure, but it's like now it's like we have so many, and there is a couple I will admit that I'm like I could scratch this name off the list myself and not be too like, but there's still enough on there that you're like, man, this is, maybe we should be looking into this, because like, one of the first things I thought, I was like, I wonder if this is some sort of like foreign espionage, like assassination campaign.
But well, either that or like let's say Chinese version of fucking paperclip.
Right? They're just
Right.
like
And the
collecting.
one-
Swiping people.
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean,
Tar-
2-star general, who's who, top
Well, he's gonna know
secret, probably
something.
beyond top secret. He would know some stuff for sure.
For sure.
And so, like the connection, there's the 11, right? You could, yeah, as Brain said, eliminate a bunch of those, but the 4 from New Mexico seemingly are too connected. The coincidence is too great. And that's why the story has legs now, and that's why it's all over the place.
well, and yeah, you have the president and or is it the secretary? I think the president Trump actually talks about it as well.
He talked about it.
Acknowledged it, saying he
Yeah.
hopes it's just coincidence, but they're going to look into it. I mean, I think there's enough there that it warrants it now at this point when you're kind of connecting this many people. It's this kind of plug, and it's like, let's be real here. It's like we haven't seen these kind of global tensions in forever that we're having right now, right? So it's like, would this be out of the question that would be kind of some sort of foreign espionage? I mean,
Foreign
looking into-
espionage on American soil would be insane.
Are you thinking that it's not happening? I would say that you're
yeah.
crazy to think it
But to get him
Isn't
out, like to
happening.
get him out of the country, like what do you do? What happens now?
or the ones that are
Cross the
vanishing without
Mexico
a,
border. Fucking
or-
get him out there.
or okay, let's I'm not saying this is the case, but like if it is something like that, maybe these are defectors, the ones that are vanishing without a trace. Right? Where they're
McCaslin's
like-
a fucking patriot, all right?
Well, I know. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm just theorizing here, right? Like some of these people that are vanishing, walking away, like maybe they have contact somewhere else and they're going and go. You know, like we saw kind of stuff like this happen in the Cold War, right? With defectors from both sides, like helping either side. We saw it in World War II.
Are all the ones from New Mexico just missing? Right? Chavez missing.
Yeah, missing
Cassius.
Melissa Cassius
Missing. Steven Garcia missing.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. So all those ones are missing.
McCaslin missing. All from New Mexico. All had ties to these top end like military and government facilities working on God knows what.
Mhm.
All missing. No bodies recovered. Seemingly just walked away.
All right. I don't think that's the case though. I actually have a more grim rabbit hole than I went down. A lot of these people, like we talked about Mike and David Hicks and how he doesn't really like fit in. He worked on NASA's DART. And then we had that other guy that was Carl Grillmeyer, who is, you know, the astrophysicist who worked on like with NeoSurveyor looking for asteroids. I went down a rabbit hole that the Artemis 2 mission was not it's not a lunar reconnaissance mission to go around the moon. It was an early test for a DART program. And that's because they have found some sort of interstellar object that is on a collision course to Earth. And
It's the asteroid Apophis.
yeah, some people are theorizing that it's Apophis.
Well, that's 2029, isn't it? Apophis?
Yes, that it's not going to
we
miss.
know that one though.
Yeah,
Might be a different one. It's
might be
closer.
not, but some people
Well,
are,
but maybe they were wrong. Like maybe they were just making the people feel safe, saying that it was going to miss. When now
right,
they
because
know
like,
that
like
it
listen,
wasn't.
if you were to tell everyone right now that right now there's a Earth-ending asteroid that is going to hit us, does the world even look the same tomorrow? Like, you know what I mean? Like it would be pandemonium. I don't think you could let that information come out and still have any kind of civilization.
No, dude.
You'd have all fucking just a big steady train of oil workers on their way to NASA.
Yeah.
Being like,
No,
"We're here to help."
I agree with that. Like other ones, other doomsday ones, like aliens are here. Like that's not necessarily the end of the world, or like all these other ones. But like we have a fucking asteroid the size of fucking Vancouver Island, some gigantic asteroid, and it's gonna hit Earth in 2 months. No one fucking goes to work. It's over.
No, yeah, it would be it would be
Society
pandemonium.
ceases.
But now I tried to, like I went down some rabbit holes of looking at this list through that lens. And then all of a sudden you're kind of like, ooh. Like if you look at like the nuclear scientists and that kind of stuff, the advanced weaponry, you can kind of be like, all right, you know, maybe that's what they're, because you know, that's been if you look at DART and different things we've talked about over the years and stuff, it's like maybe doing a chain of nuclear explosions like in the way to deflect an asteroid that could potentially work. And then you look at like all the propulsion systems, and then you look at like the people who worked for DART, and just like all these things like kind of now fit of like perhaps these missions are now because we haven't been to the moon in forever. We've talked about this before. Why now? What's different? We brought dust. There's nothing we've talked about before. There's nothing there. Now there's a big push. Well, what if the big push is to have these, get these things into space and be ready to try to make basically a final effort to try to deflect something that's on its way that we've detected. Now, the other thing that kind of lines up is you look at all the billionaires who have
Bunkers.
Elon Musk, who is he's like, we need to leave Earth, right? In order for the spark of life to continue, we have to leave Earth. We got to colonize Mars. That's the next one. You have scientists on this list that are looking for habitable zones, right, of life, and that's their expertise is for searching these things out. You have fucking billionaires building bunkers in like New Zealand and Hawaii and like buying up this huge lands and building these extravagant underground bunkers for fucking what? You know what I mean? And when you look at this land, for me, I was like, fuck, man, how much time do we got? I was like, oh God, I really hope the conspiracy theorists are wrong on this one. But it was starting to freak me the fuck out.
So
I
what's
was like,
the,
holy
what's the
shit.
theory then? Why are they taking these people to help prepare for this fucking Earth ending?
Gotta
Gotta silence them. Maybe
They're
were.
silencing. They're because
They're going to spill the beans.
Yeah.
Yet some of the people think that some of these people may have been connected in various things about maybe talking about releasing information. Like not all of them are the same, but they're all working for different programs that are working towards trying to deflect an Earth-size object.
Well, the
or
thing
an
about
Earth-ending object.
the thing about that is like, sure, it's NASA. There's now space agencies and almost amateur space agencies that can detect fucking these things now. You know, it's not just NASA anymore. Like there's so many
100%.
people who are looking at
I think
these
it-
things.
Braden's idea that there'd be pandemonium, I think, is funny to think about that. And it's like, what if they did announce it and it's everybody goes nuts? So you get like these like 2 months of like everybody's just like doing whatever they want and just complete
Fucking
anything.
looting.
And then they're like, oh wait, no, we got the
Missed
math
it.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like we were using the wrong metric. They were using
Or
standard.
We
they were
asked
using
Claude
metric.
AI and it was
Bad.
the wrong
Or-
answer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Or even, even
all these
even
people
that'd
who
be,
like left their wives and stuff and like that. And like
Yeah.
you're just like, and then it's like, do you just go back to normal? Like, how do you?
Well,
that would be a funny movie.
dude, but even that would even
that
that would
be
even
a really
happen.
funny movie. See people trying to reconcile themselves after an end of the thinking it's
Well, I
the
thought
end of
the-
the
I thought it
world.
was
That would
the end
even
of the world.
happen though, in
I'm
my
not, you
opinion.
know.
All of that would happen, Dad, if you were like, there is an asteroid coming. We have a plan. We think we can deflect it. And if they're like, people would treat it like we're fucking toast anyways. And then so it might be like, hey, all the fucking secret DART programs work. Or maybe it's just keep it all secret. And then they're like, we will let them know if it works. If they don't, it's better if we just don't tell anyone.
No, I'm just
Like, if
saying the
nobody-
idea of just people trying to like put their lives back together after the fact
Oh,
that you thought
yeah.
everything is gonna a total apocalypse is
I
gonna
gotta go
end
back to
everything.
installing baseboard again.
I'm like, yeah, it's like, or just like everybody ran up their credit cards, even if it wouldn't matter. Like, who cares? Like, just like, what would you do? Like, how do you come back from that? It's like, is everything forgiven? It's just wild.
No, I mean, I like that theory. I mean, the thing about that, there was almost zero coverage of the Artemis 2 mission, like zero.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, like, nothing? Like, is it all overshadowed because of fucking Trump's deranged tweets about Iran? Like, can we not get some fucking some news on the moon here? Nothing. Honestly, there was almost zero news unless you went looking for it about the whole mission.
Yeah.
I talked to some
interesting.
people that were like, we did what? Like, wow, they sent someone around the moon again. They're like, never heard of it.
Really?
Anyways, did you hear about that tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
It's super weird how all this stuff is like, you have the big Epstein file release, and then how many days later does Obama say on that podcast that aliens are real, definitively, right? Like you have that, and then all
I
of a
don't know. That
sudden-
was a little taken out of context when he said that.
Little tongue-
there's,
little-
there's a little like mix up
Perhaps
on
they're
that.
real.
perhaps the real either
Well,
way.
he
Right?
said statistical impossibility that they
There's-
don't.
But then you
Exists.
have McCaslin. McCaslin goes missing, and then the next day, it's fucking war with Iran. Right? It's like it's weird. It's just, we have all these big events, and then another bigger
Like
event comes
distracted.
up to
But,
distract you from it.
Dude, I was like, when I was going down this rabbit hole, people were like, if you look at what governments are doing, they're spending like crazy. It's like, it's almost as if there's going to be like, they're not concerned about the future at all because they're worried, like, spend it all now because we're, maybe Apophis.
Spend what? Not even
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just
Money-
make print,
money's
print,
not even
Yeah.
real.
print more fake
Yeah,
money.
it's never been real. These,
Yeah,
you're
like-
talking about billionaires that don't give a fuck
Wouldn't
anyway.
make any sense. Governments are spending. Why would the government spend anything?
But why else? Why else? Like, what are some?
You want to know
do you
why,
guys think-
Braden? Degrowth. We're gonna get into that soon.
They're just
The Club of
nerds.
Rome.
They're like, we
Okay.
just don't want any more nerds out there. Like, that, like what's that? Like,
Well, I
why
mean,
other?
I
What else
well, I
do you
like
think
the
the other-
theory of like a foreign fucking clandestine mission to fucking hijack some of these top end people. They're all in these 4 people are all in New Mexico.
That's a very.
What do they
strange
know?
Want to know what they know, man?
What they want. I mean, all like the world's powers are always trying to steal each other's secrets. It's been the tale is old as time, as old as you could start doing that since like satellites and everything else, like post World War II. It's just been agencies in all these countries just trying to fucking get in there and steal shit. So
So-
what's changed now?
But then, if that's the case, if that, like, let's say, because the New Mexicos are one weird, all without a
That's
trace.
weird. Yeah.
Then I'm saying like McCaslin would have to be kind of like the organizer of being like, yeah, I've got some people, and he would have to like kind of talk with people about defecting.
Was not maybe it's not even defecting. Maybe they were legit just taken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Well, it's
Maybe they
you
got a
know,
threat. They're like, hey, the whole
Buddy,
family-
China was in Canada just taking.
Well, that's what I mean. That's
true.
It's like Chinese
happened.
paperclip. They're taking these people to get the secrets, right? They can't hack the system. They're not going to get in. They can't evade. So what's the next best? Let's take these people and torture it out of them.
Give us a name. Like, who else can we grab? And they're like, until they grab McCaslin,
And then McCaslin was the big fish.
right? That they were getting. Well, I mean,
You got him like fucking. I'm talking Lethal Weapon 1. He's
Yeah.
strung up. They got the fucking little things connected to the car battery,
yeah.
right? Shocking him in the armpits, being like, "Is Tom DeLonge cool in person?" You know? Fucking-
Dude, or what if it's something even more like? I'm always hopeful. Like I'm always hopeful of some type of disclosure. Maybe it's just like because all these people are like they're taken, no bodies. It's some type of disclosure. It's some type of event, and the who's who are going to be informed first. McCaslin's just going to show back up on his doorstep like nothing happened, and all of a sudden 3 months later, it's like, they've been here all along.
That would
Yeah.
be fucking weird.
But like, why-
McCaslin pulls with that ski trip guy, and he's just like, I don't
What?
know where I
What
was.
fucking happened?
He's
What
like, I
about-
just woke up in Oklahoma.
Why a bunch of fucking retired senior citizens though?
Well, they're not all retired senior citizens.
Most of them are. Like most of them are in their fucking 60s and not really working. It's like the only thing I can understand is like just trying to get information out of them.
Yeah,
Because what else are you gonna do? Like McCaslin's fucking damn near 80 years old.
McCaslin's, but like then you also have like the plasma guy, Lorero.
That got
If he's
blasted.
at the head of plasma,
That guy was not
physics.
kidnapped. That guy was silenced. That guy was
Yeah.
murdered.
Yeah, but why? That's
Yeah, oh
another
yeah,
thing.
that one just doesn't really fit in your guys' idea that they're
Of
involved
that
in
one.
some type of disclosure. That's why I was bringing them up. Yeah, that guy.
Well,
was
we
fucking
don't
silenced for
actually
sure.
know. Well, we don't. These people are missing. We don't know if they're dead.
This
You
is
know what I
true.
mean? Like
Well, yeah.
maybe it's all.
Yeah, could be, but that again, that kind of
Yeah.
ties more to like silencing them as opposed to.
Well, yeah, but maybe if they
Silencing,
were,
yeah.
maybe if they were
Advanced tech.
informants, so say if it is, we're going espionage route, and say you have people like, they're giving information as soon as they're not useful, you're like, well, we don't want them to flip and let
Oh.
people know that they were giving us information.
This new Lumero guy, where did he go missing? Was he a New Mexico guy?
Lumero wasn't he dead?
Yeah. Where did he get murdered?
Massachusetts, MIT.
Oh, shit. Do they?
Yeah.
What's there? Do they have like? Can you open carry?
Lumero.
I don't think you can. I'm wondering if he
I
was
don't know.
armed, and that's why he ended up dead. They came for him. He had a gun. He was prepared.
Resisted a bit.
He resisted. He died. Just like maybe Grillmar too.
Dan,
Right.
does Massachusetts have open carry?
Open carry Massachusetts. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
When I think of the states, I just feel like everyone should like just carry a gun on their hip.
I mean, they probably own a gun. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like maybe these people were able to fight back. That's why they're dead. The other ones just got kidnapped.
is the states.
You can get it with a valid license.
Like
license to carry.
either way, whether these people left on their own or were kidnapped, like they went on their way to make sure these people weren't traceable. They left all their wearables, all their tech, everything at the house, right? Like
That's fucking weird.
it's super fucking
That's
weird.
fucking
dude.
weird.
Like
the
that,
clearing the phones is the fucking weirdest one. That to
full
me is the
reset. Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
That's what makes
so
me think
not
like
normal.
each one of these people got an alert being like, listen,
It's time.
we know you fucking talked. We know that you saw something you weren't supposed to see. Leave your fucking phones, leave your shit, come outside. We're going to pick you up. We're going to have a conversation.
They opened up an envelope
Cement
with all the
boots.
members of their family, and then got a call, and they went.
Yeah.
Just walk
Again,
outside. Just walk
then I
outside.
would say so was McCaslin. McCaslin was retired though, right?
Yes.
Those guys
But
never
still
truly
doesn't mean he
retired.
couldn't-
Yeah, it doesn't mean because then I
Doesn't
would
mean he
say
wasn't talking to people.
if we're going that theory and like those four were like tipped off, it would make sense to me that they were talking like we can't all leave at once. It'll raise too many suspicions. We got to go in the McCaslin.
So let's
was the
leave a
last-
month apart.
Yeah. Right, because then if like because especially if you don't want people to make the connection of why you're vanishing, right?
I don't know.
Perchance.
Man, this
I
is
don't know.
it's actually fucking crazy though,
It is
right?
fucking weird. The
It's
New Mexico
nuts.
ones, the New Mexico 4 are fucking. That's weird.
Then it's
Like,
weird
that's
too
really
because
weird.
it's like, be honest with you, like especially with this Eskridge one, it's like you add this one late to the game that happened way before, almost trying to discredit it. Because you see that one, you're like, this doesn't fit. You know?
Yeah, well, except that she was fucking concerned, and she had like people saying
So,
that like
a lot of paranoid people
Yeah.
are concerned, right? Like it's
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
and like yeah, and then the one thing I bet you I didn't look into it, but I did. I'm not trying to be shitty about it, but I'm like, I know she owned her own company. She was into anti-gravitic stuff, but like, how credible is this? Like do we know
Yeah.
was she actually a fucking genius?
yeah,
Was she
maybe it was
actually
like
working
maybe
on
it was
stuff?
like those fucking Falcon propulsion guys. Like she was just sweaty on drugs, like in her fucking garage.
Well, that's what I mean, right? I don't know. We could probably find it out. I'm not going to, but that was something I kind of questioned because she doesn't really have the typical background as a lot of these other people. From what I read, she was into like fringe shit, like fringe science. But yeah,
It's just wild that so many, and now that if they've gone back and added that, which is now the first person, and now we got the FBI involved. You got the president talking about it. It's got all these legs. Who knows?
it's weird.
Does it keep going? Because we're like what? Most of these disappearances are in like the last year. Most of them. There's a few that happened in like 2022, 2023, but most of them are happening in the last like year and a half.
Yeah, I would say within the last year,
Like
right now.
the bulk of them.
Yeah, which is a fucking
Are those
Very
also the JPL New Mexico ones?
Well, so we have Caltech. Well, that McCaslin. So we got MIT guy. Another New Mexico on the 28th of August 28th, 2025. That's Stephen Garcia. Los Alamos. That's June 26th, 2025. So that's pretty much all the. And Los Alamos on May 4th, 2025. So all within a year. All done.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We just fucking keep paying attention, I guess. And story keep like its story's going everywhere right now. I mean, yeah, a lot of these people, as we said, like don't quite fit all the stuff. Like some of them murdered for whatever reason,
it's fucking strange.
maybe mental health, lots of reasons. But the ones that are just missing, seemingly just walked out the front door and fucking never heard from again. You're like, what?
It's weird.
You get one guy, sure. Two, it's a pretty decent coincidence from the same area. You get three, you get four, all working on the same similar stuff, all just missing with the similar, like, just walk out your door. How could you not just be interested? Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's weird.
I'm just looking up if those Falcon space guys are still alive.
Did they figure out anti-gravity?
Yeah, I'm just looking it up. Trying to see.
Anything else about the missing people though? Obviously, mental health and all that stuff is a real thing. So obviously,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man, it's a wild story. Like normally we don't talk about stuff like this that pops off right away, but this one is so weird, and it's just so interesting that especially kudos to Andrew, found it early on when they only did 7.
Just FYI, New Mexico frequently appears in the top 5 states for missing persons per capita.
Fucking weird, even weirder.
Weirder than Dan.
What's
going on in New Mexico?
People down.
Days
Next
just rate of approximately 4.5 to 5 missing persons per 100,000 residents.
That's a lot.
Why? That's a lot. Why are
That's
so
a
many
fucking
people
lot.
going missing in New Mexico? Does it
Drug
border
cartels,
old
probably?
Mexico?
Yes.
That's probably why.
Well, borders Mexico. Yeah. Do we call it Old Mexico now?
I don't know. Why do we call it New Mexico?
It's a good question because they bought it for $1 or something. That was the deal. You got to call it New Mexico if you take it.
It's like New Coke. Anyways,
Wasn't New Mexico and all that like part of the same purchase? Didn't they fucking take like a whole chunk of land?
Oh, when we got, Mexico, like what we got from Mexico, like
Yeah, they got the whole like Western United States in like one giant chunk.
pretty much, yeah.
Crazy. And you bought Alaska for like 4 cents
Mm-hmm.
from Russia.
Got
Do
it.
you guys have to do land acknowledgements in New Mexico?
We acknowledge
Oh,
this
I mean-
unceded territory of
They do have
real
a, what is it?
Mexicans.
They do have a missing and murdered Indigenous persons crisis there. So,
Oh wow.
Indigenous people, particularly women, are missing at rates far exceeding any other demographic in the state.
Same in BC, Canada. We've got the
Yeah,
Highway of
it's weird.
Tears. How many people have gone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Braden's frozen.
And
on a
also-
perfect screen, just like he said he would.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also one of those things where it sits on the intersection of 2 major interstates. That's the I-25 and I-40. So it makes it a transit hub, and then which usually correlates with higher rates of human trafficking and transient disappearances.
Makes sense.
Boom. Anything else about these missing scientists? We'll keep our fucking ears.
No, I mean
stoned
this
here.
is a case we're definitely gonna follow.
Hey, the president's on it, man. The White House is on it. So
Yeah, he's got time.
I can't wait till he tweets.
Dude,
What the
getting
fuck is
Kash
going on
Patel
with
on
these
this.
fucking scientists?
You know what? If you get Cash Patel on, he's just gonna be like, "Yeah, we looked into it. We got nothing.
he's busy
Yeah.
suing the Atlantic.
It was all suicide.
It's all everything.
Yeah.
Nothing to
Right.
see here.
Yeah, nothing
Does-
weird.
Constantly wide open eyes. It drives me crazy. I can't what? I can't.
What?
I can't take him serious. I think he's doing a bit the whole time.
That's a,
It's
I think he's
I don't know,
doing
did
a
you
lot.
guys hear about
Not a bit.
the
He's doing a
breaching
lot.
equipment that they
Whoa.
requested for him? Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Teaching?
I'll tell you in after hours.
Okay, we'll talk about Cash Patel in
We
after
got
hours.
some new Patreon employees.
Yeah, we got some
Or
beauties who
employees?
went to patreon.com.
They're not on
Alien-
the list.
They're not on the Epstein list. They went to Alien Theorist Theorizing on patreon.com, or they went to alientheorist.com, hit the link. They signed up for $5 or more a month. Get the free stuff, all the bonus stuff, keeping the lights on. We appreciate it. This week we have Kenneth White.
Let's go, Whitey.
I might have read this guy last week, but he gets another one just for a cool name. The Village Wizard. We got Andrea E. Menzies
Let's
and
go, Menzies.
Tian Draper supporting the show. Thank you
Let's go,
very much.
Draper.
We appreciate. Can't take
Oh,
Braden's
yeah.
face
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Beauties.
serious here. It's driving me
And
nuts.
as we always say on the things, keep those eyes on the skies.
All right, we'll see you in after hours. Boom.
Boy,
Is that Andrew?
I'm gonna have to go early tonight, boys. It's
You can take
gonna
off
be
right
early
now if you
morning.
want. If you're tired, it's all
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Night, boys.
See you, buddy.
Dan, what are we saying about?
Oh, great. We
breach?
can talk shit
Cash
about
money.
Andrew now for 45
Yeah.
minutes.
Done. Cash Money Patel recently,
Money.
I think it was it's fucking so Friday, I think it was Friday, the Atlantic, which is a news outlet, printed a story that they had like corroborated over like a number of sources about Cash Patel's like I guess his like drinking problem. Like he's like
got a
it
drinking
just
problem.
because you're like big surprise. But there was like a
Yeah,
number
oh, that
of
makes
few
sense.
instances-
He's opened his eyes that wide because he's like, I'm not drunk.
Well, there was a number of instances where they were saying like they had to move a lot of his schedule to accommodate his like chronic like alcoholic binges, and he'd be like, you wouldn't wake up. Like they couldn't wake him. So
Jesus.
there was one incident that they talked about like specifically, and this is one of a few, but they're saying that there is a time where they were trying to get him up, and like he was in his room, but the door was locked and they couldn't get it open, and they had to request, like there's a like on record like a request for breaching equipment because they were going to bust open the door because they couldn't get him, like they couldn't get a hold of him, like get him up for an appointment or whatever. But he says he's he's filed a lawsuit against the Atlantic for $250 million or something like that. So it's gonna be and it's like, you're like, you really want to do that? Because somebody posted the picture of him going into the U.S. men's hockey team thing and like chugging the beer and whatever. And you're like, you really want to like, they're like, boom.
Yeah, but who cares, man? We've seen in the past that if the Atlantic ever did a fucking hit piece on any fucking one of these billionaires that they don't like, they'll just fund this to crush it. Same thing with the fucking Hulk Hogan sex tape on Gawker. Open the doors, man. You fuck with someone rich and powerful, they'll just fucking back a lawsuit against you as soon as it has legs to just cripple your company.
I don't know. Atlantic's got they kind of like, they're like, I don't know. If it goes to Discovery, it's going to be pretty funny. Like it's going to be, yeah, I don't think so. Cause it's like, they really wouldn't have printed that if they didn't have like, it wasn't just one person. Like it was like a lot of people.
You would hope not. But unfortunately in today's day and age of like,
some of the outlets, yeah, sure. Yeah. But the Atlantic, they've always, I think they've always been pretty good.
Immune from fucking up.
But you know, you're gonna have to get all your information from Infowars now because the Onion has officially looks like they're closing the deal. That says they're closing up the deal, like they're sealing it up.
They're just gonna keep on keeping on, like they're like, keep doing your thing.
Tim Heidecker is going to take over and be like their Alex Jones.
That would be so fucking funny.
That's what it is. That's what the plan is. Like Tim Heidecker's going to take over that the Infowars. Like that's and he will be like their Alex Jones, or he's going to like play Alex Jones, I guess, like on that thing. The article that they put out for it, like,
you know what the funniest thing is? They're going to just report on the same shit that Alex Jones has always been reporting on.
Well, that's what I say. The article that they wrote.
So why not just keep Alex Jones? You know, he's a household name. This is like when they got rid of Leno and brought in Conan and then went back to Leno. You know what I mean?
Just really.
They're gonna bring in Heidecker and they're gonna be like, the ratings just aren't doing it. We got to bring back Jones.
No, I need to like print it out an article, and they're like, finally, at long last, Infowars is ours. So that there's like this whole like just satirical article about being like, the entire website is going to be nothing but ads, stupid ads, like incredibly just floor to ceiling ads of just stupid shit, and it's gonna be amazing. That's really fun. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be. I think it's like they're trying to settle out. I think it's some kind of like licensing deal that they're gonna do or whatever, because it's like they're not dealing with Jones, they're dealing with like whoever what was like the court appointed, like I don't know, receiver or something of the thing, because he don't run it no more. Because
fun. You get it wrong one time, look what happens.
Yeah. Just gonna be really. Oh, I thought that was really funny. I was just like, yeah. I was like,
I can't wait. Honestly, I like I'm a little sad because I subscribe to the conspiracy that the sale went through. There was no ever any issues, and they just were like, keep doing what you're doing.
They just keep doing it.
It's hilarious, and we just love it, and we're just gonna let you keep going.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing it. We will not be able to produce satire better than what you're already doing. Guy's hilarious. I liked him when he was a little heavier with a little fucking higher blood pressure.
I liked when he was smacking drones with the broadsword. I remember
when he was talking about eating his neighbor's ass. Like those are the fucking heydays.
I'll eat your ass.
Yeah. those are the fucking heyday. That's my Alex Jones. That's like when I close my eyes, that's the Alex Jones I see. But yeah, whatever, it's all good. Zell, any updates on no more fucking shovel neighbors?
Yeah.
You didn't have to kill anyone?
Can't say. Honestly, I'll never get this girl out of my house now.
Hell yeah.
It might be one of those fucking things where I just have to go down there and just move the stuff out. One day, just fucking kick her out and then pay the penalty, whatever I have to pay.
Well,
Do you
It's
feel
so
like
annoying.
the spade shovel, like classic spade shovel, or the square one is better for home defense? Like now that you've
Now that
you
I
know.
have wielded a shovel in defense,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
take the short-handled flat shovel over the spade.
ooh, yeah.
Alright,
With
flat-
hold on,
flat
the
shovel.
flat is it the long?
Does it have
flat
a
though,
hand?
with, like,
Does it
the-
have the cross with the horizontal handle on the end, or is it just
Yeah,
straight
no,
up
it's got
just
it's
like
got a grip on the end. Yeah,
got a
Nice.
grip? Okay,
it's got a grip on
okay.
the end because I found myself when I was in the doorway screaming at this guy, "Get out of my fucking house!" The shovel's a little long. I don't think I would have been
I
able
like
to
how
actually
you
swing
act.
it.
I like
Okay.
how you act like that's how
Okay.
you said it all cool when you were really like. I hear you're trying to be all cool. I don't.
Goes
think
with a
so.
couple pitches. Yeah. There's- adrenaline gets pumping. You
I
know,
went to
voice
dude,
goes
the
up a couple
adrenaline was
You're-
pumping. It's been a while since I've been in a situation where I like
Just tears streaming down your cheeks.
I'm old now, so there's no situation in my life where I get like adrenaline
Worked
from like
up, you know.
fear a little bit. And now
Mm.
there's a guy in my house banging on the door that I've never seen before.
Yeah, you're like, fuck. I haven't been in any kind of confrontation in years. You're like, holy fuck.
Like I remember talking to you guys about
I
it,
don't
but
got
like,
time for this
because I
shit.
was in such a high state of stress, I actually don't remember what I said. But pretty
Yeah.
much, I have a
You
lot.
admitted to murdering someone.
murdered
to us.
someone? All right,
yeah,
well,
you
yeah, cool.
admitted to murder.
Well, that's fine. then.
You told us your plan where you were going to hide the body.
Mhm.
You said this shovel is the one I'm going to use to dig the grave in my underneath my garden.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I'll tell the story now I'll tell the story for people who want to hear. We want to hear the story. Want to hear the story. So pretty much, I got a text from Steph that I missed, and then I got like 4 more texts, and then I got 4 calls, and my phone was on silent, and I just happened to look at it during after hours last week, so I answered. She's like, "There's some crazy guy screaming and yelling outside. Like, you have to come out right now."
Just
Okay,
the
so I-
worst text to get. You're just like, oh,
I'm like, what the fuck? So
God
I run out.
damn it.
I run outside the studio door, and luckily I've been doing some landscaping around the house, just like shoveling some rocks and cleaning it up. And I had a shovel just conveniently leaning on the fence, so I quickly grabbed the shovel. It's a nice long wooden shovel, spade shovel, and I have it on my shoulder, kind of like a baseball bat. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I'm peeking around the front of the house, no one's there, and then from the front of the house, I can hear someone yelling at the back of the house.
dude, how much did that fucking drop your heart when you were walking around all cool with the shovel, looking around? You're like, oh, good, no one's here. And then you hear something, you're like, oh, fuck.
100%. I thought I walked around the front of the house like, all right, they're gone, whatever it was. Like,
Thank God.
thank God. And then I hear someone screaming and yelling at the back of the house. I'm like, oh fuck! So I sprint around the back of the house. The gate is open. I live in a bi-level house, so I went down like a half set of stairs into the basement, where I have like a studio bathroom, kind of like mudroom, and that's also the entrance to the downstairs like suite where this girl lives. And there's a guy in there, pretty big guy too, like over 6 feet tall, banging on the door like Jade.
Weird.
Jade.
Weird. You told us 5'2" last week.
Yeah.
He was 7'3". He didn't even fit in the
7'3", 300 pounds.
Anyway,
Like,
he's
all
banging on the
muscle.
door like
Looked like Jack
Jade,
Reacher.
Jade, Jade,
Yeah.
Jade, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I don't even really remember what I said. I was like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? I got a shovel. I'm like pointing at him. I'm about to like spear this
Yeah.
guy because I think he's gonna. Like,
Yeah.
I thought he was like a tweaker. I thought he was gonna
Sure.
come at me, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna wait to see. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
hit this guy.
I got to make the first move.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stab this guy in the throat and kill him probably. I'll probably go to jail then for the
Yeah,
rest
it's
of my life
good.
in Canada. but-
Canada's home defense laws are really
But you're like, I don't
good.
know, jail. It's a no kids.
It's a good little break. So, anyways, he actually, thank God, seemed like a normal guy. He wasn't tweaking. He didn't seem like he was on drugs. And so I kind of like lower the shovel a bit. I'm like, dude, I was fucking gonna stab you with a shovel. And he was like Swedish or something. He has a weird accent.
Mm.
And he's like, oh, I was supposed to meet Jade for dinner earlier, and she didn't show up. And I know she has a hurt neck, and she's on medication. She's on like opioids. She had a slip disc or something. So this guy, his story is like, oh, I thought maybe she's like overdosed or like almost overdosed. I'm trying to get in the house. That's why I'm banging on everything. I'm like, dude, my wife is calling me saying there's a crazy guy. I'm going to kill you. Like, I was ready to smash you with the shovel. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, all right, well, come out. Like, I got him out of the house, brought him into the front. And that's when last week I came in to get the phone.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get his number and contact and stuff. I was like, hey, if you're like legit, like, give me all your information. So his name, I got his name, I got his number. And then he was like very apologetic and he left. Thank God. Well, I thought for sure I was going to have to fucking kill the guy. And his defense was like, oh, I wanted to wake her up. I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm not going to let you in her house. Number one, like I have a key, but I've never seen you before.
Then he told us he asked you if he could still be let in. You're like, no.
Well, I got to make sure she's okay. I was like, listen, if you were like her boyfriend or someone I've seen before, maybe, but I've never seen you. I'm not going to let you in my house.
Dude,
Fucking kidding me?
okay, that reminded me of this. So I had my good buddy pass away 2 years ago.
Was it
2 years ago.
That long now?
Yeah, crazy. And he has two daughters. One's 16 now. One's 9. And I get a call from the mom, and she's like, "Hey, like, can you help the oldest daughter?" And I'm like, well, "Yeah, sure, of course. Like, what's going on?" She's like, "She had a boyfriend, and like this is like high school relationship. Boyfriend not taking it so good that they broke up. It's like stalking her, showing up at work, like trying to attack her other male friends, like calling her nonstop, knocking on the windows late at night, like nonstop. It's been like a week." She's like, "Do you think like would you mind like talking to
She's
him?"
like,
And
do
I'm
you
like,
own a shovel?
and I'm like, "What?" What? She's like, "Yeah, do you mind?" Like, because like she was just asking like if she could call you and like maybe you could go and talk to his parents and stuff. I was like, "Yeah, I guess." Yeah, sure, I guess. 100%. I know Kyle would have done that for me. So sure.
Yeah, we would have talked to your boyfriend if you.
Yeah, he would have
though.
talked to my boyfriend about treating me right. So I'm like, all right, yeah. I'm like, okay. So they're like, I'm gonna go talk to some kids, some 16-year-old kids' parents. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm a kid. What am I doing? What do you mean? I had to go talk to this. I'm like, do I bring a beer and be like, hey, other father? We have to have a discussion here.
Hello,
Like,
other.
how do you
parent
even broach that subject with another parent? Like, hey, man.
Can you stop your son from being a psycho?
Yeah, your
Like-
son's a fucking weirdo, dude.
Well, I don't know. I was like, hey, listen, we've all stalked a girl that broke our hearts. It's yeah, we've all been there, all right. But we gotta stop. There comes a point where there's other fish in the sea. You gotta leave the fish alone. I was just like, okay. I was like, have no idea. I'm like, what if this guy's a fucking psycho? Like, what if he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? This is insane. Can't believe. I'm so glad I don't have a daughter. And I have 3 boys that, you know,
that they will be the same.
they will be the stalkers. They will be the problems in society. And I don't have to worry about them, you know, being preyed upon because they will be the problem. No, so it's I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then I texted her, I was like, yeah, if you need my help. She's like, okay, thanks, I might. I was like, oh no. Please no. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I was like, do you bring a beer over? What would you guys do? Would you bring a beer over and be like, hey man, I brought a beer, maybe we can have a sit? And then he's gonna be like, I don't drink.
Yeah.
All right. You're like, this could be an awkward conversation.
I mean, you can bring the beer, but leave it in the car, and then if
Yeah.
the conversation goes, "Hey, I got a couple beers in my car," I guess I don't know.
Yeah, like I was gonna try to play it cool with the parents and be like, hey man, like I get it. You know, it's fucking young kids, but like this is gonna be a problem if it continues. Like, and not a problem with me or anything. It's gonna be a problem with the police. Like, right?
Pretty
Have a
much,
talk
so-
with them. Have a
then-
talk with
I
them.
think any good dad,
Dad's gonna be like, "Wait here, let me get my shovel."
any
Like,
good, any good dad, if hopefully, probably doesn't know that what's going on with their son. If someone told
Yeah,
him, they'd
yeah.
be like, all right, let
Yeah.
me take care of that.
And be like, hey man, like, you know, dad to not dad. You know, just you know, maybe talk to him and make sure he gets the point because like listen, these kids are young, they got lots of life, no, but you know, they're gonna meet other people, but it's tough now and you know, make sure he knows that's not appropriate. He's gotta stop.
Yeah.
Right. And I was thinking like that's that's the kind of speech I prepped in my head for him.
Mhm.
And this is what's gonna come out. Hey,
Can you stop your son? Fucking son! Stop your fucking son!
just sweating bullets. He's gonna have the shovel to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, is it some tweaker on my fucking?
This guy's tweaking. I don't even know this guy. I know her dad passed away, so that's not her dad. That's a fucking crazy fucking middle-aged man is going off about
Screaming at me.
my son's ex-girlfriend. I think he might be a pervert.
Good luck with that, buddy.
I thought that was funny.
I got to wrap this after hours up early. I'm getting a distress 101 call.
Oh,
here.
more.
Oh, nice.
Get the
More-
shovel. Can you
get the
hang
Shovel back here.
Andrew or Zell, can you hang the shovel behind you now where the guitar is
Yeah,
I
behind
should
you?
fucking hang it back
Yeah.
there. Okay. My new last line of defense for the
All right.
house.
break in
let's-
case of emergency.
r-
Box
r-
and shovel.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.